Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the episode of Boot Shopping here at Ultra Football. I'm joined today by Western United superstar, young gun, A-League All-Stars representative as well, Alana Cerne. Welcome to Ultra Football.
Thank you for having me.
We practiced that at the start. We've gone for a different one,
I
but
know,
we'll run with it. Alana, first of all, how you feeling?
Amazing. It's been a good year for me so far. A good season last season as well, so can't really complain.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy sort of year for you, obviously. Describe a little bit, you were the first signing ever for the Western United women's team. Describe what that was like for you.
It's funny, I get that question every time I do one of these sort of things, and I don't really know how to explain it. Like, starting in the NPL as a young player, you kind of just take any opportunity that you get. So when I got given the opportunity to sign a professional contract, I didn't really think about the bigger picture of being like the first signing for Western United. But now every time I get asked, it's kind of like replays in my head that it's actually a bigger deal than what I thought originally. You
didn't take that with any sort of extra pressure in it?
Nah, not really, no. Like, I just thought, Western's trying to start something, and they're trying to start with young footballers. And, I think it didn't really hit until we did very well for our first year. Yeah. So that's when it kind of like hit me, and I was like, it's kind of like a history. The whole year was a history thing, but they've made it like very clear at Western that I'm a piece of the history. So that's when it kind of hits you.
It's cool. Well, you've definitely sort of got future captain written all over you.
We hope so.
Obviously, with the developments that they're building there at the ground as well. How are you enjoying your experience at Western United? So first sort of real professional environment too. Obviously, you came from Kosta United before that. And there's obviously that bit of the partnership too there. So there was a couple of girls that came across as well. How are you just enjoying the experience at Western and in your first real professional environment?
I'm loving it. It's simple as that. It's a very welcoming environment, I think. And, there was no expectations put on the girls from the first season. Going into our third now, there's still no expectation. Yeah, the girls have, expectations on ourselves, but coming from the club and everybody higher up, there's never anything that this is what you need to do. We just go there and, come into a professional environment, be treated like professionals, and, there's still things that need to be better at every club, not just at Western, but I think across the league. But, we can't complain. We get treated very well and get given, same if not very similar to what our men's get given. And, I think everyone there at the club's enjoying it. Everyone loves, each other's company, and we've grown up together, so it's pretty easy to have a good time.
Definitely. And for yourself personally, were there any real players that when you did come over, or even now that you're playing with that sort of, you're only 21, you're still a young player, but you feel a lot more experienced, maybe especially within that A-League women's competition, obviously with this young, fresh Western United team. Are there any players that you were sort of able to rely on or lean on a little bit, or even roles reversed, some of the younger players coming up and that you might can see that are ready to take over, but just need a little bit of that extra support?
It's, as you said, I'm still young, so it was kind of intimidating, when you're hearing players who are being signed for the club that you're playing with for your first year. They have expectations, but in a good way. They want you to perform at your best. I can't say that there's, one or two people that I lean on, because I think that we're a very close-knit group, and I think everyone leans on each other, but definitely there's girls in that team that have the experience, have been places, have played different in different countries and different experiences. Like, I'm very close with TJ, and even though she's much more experienced, like she's older than me and everything like that, I think that she's the one person who I can turn to if I need to a bit of advice. Because she's like very knowledgeable in her experiences and everything like that. So yeah. Perfect.
And I guess for yourself too, now you obviously, we mentioned before, playing for the A-League All-Stars. Got to play against the Arsenal women's team, who we know are just, the Matildas in general are taking over, and we'll touch on that as well a little bit later on. What was that A-League All-Stars sort of environment like? You're obviously playing with the best of the best in the league. What was the training like? Did the girls take it as a little bit of like we're just here going to have fun? Or was people pushing each other? Was there someone even that surprised you maybe? Just describe that whole experience and what it was like for you especially.
It was refreshing, I think, playing with the best players in the A-League rather than playing against them. It was good. It was good to, meet new people and again, people that have big experiences, who have played in the national team, who are currently in the national team, overseas players. You know, it was good. It was a good experience. It was an eye-opener to what kind of is in store for an athlete.
Definitely.
You know, the coaching was amazing. The training was amazing. The game in itself was experience that I will never forget. You know, and going in as a young player compared to other players in that team, you know, I was just there to see what it's like to have fun. But you know, as well as having fun, everyone wants to show something and prove something to the outside. So yeah, it was a bit of fun, but there was definitely a bit of healthy competitiveness in that environment.
And for yourself, obviously in your own personal career, and it's such a young, fresh career, as we've mentioned, what maybe to get to this point was really the first time for you and the first real moment that made you go like, from when you were younger, that made you go like, okay, like this is what I want to do, like football is what I want to do, and also that moment that made you go like, okay, now I'm doing it.
Yeah, there's a few bit of wow moments, I guess. You know, first off, when I started playing, I was playing with boys when I was about 8 years old, and I think that was more of a wow moment where I was like, oh, this is really fun, this is what I want to do. I think it wasn't until NPL got really introduced to females, and I was kind of at that age where I could see that this was going to be able to be a career.
Yeah.
That was a wow moment.
Yeah.
But I think just every moment, every opportunity that you get given, for example, the All-Stars game or that week leading up was another wow moment where I was like, this is real, like this is really what I want to do. And looking up to people that play in the All-Stars and also in the Arsenal team, you think like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. Did you get a shirt from anyone in the Arsenal game?
I did. I managed to get a shirt. I swapped with Taya Goldie, she's the centre-back, young centre-back, so someone that I kind of look up to, even though she's younger than me. She's got amazing ability to do that kind of thing at that age. So,
was there any bit of talk in the change rooms? Did someone want the Cooney Cross? Did someone want a Catley? Did someone say like, hey, this shirt's mine, don't even think about it?
there was a bit of that, but you know, I think it's just when comes a time to swap shirts, it's just whoever's first in, best dressed, I guess. So,
100%.
You know, there was a bit of argy-bargy or who's getting who's, but it was all good.
Perfect. Well, wish you all the best for the future. And before we've done that, we've done all the questions. You've answered them fantastically. It's perfect. You've done your part now. We've got the Nike Tiempo Mad Brilliance pack in my hand. I mean, Alana, I'm just going to pass these to you. They stand out. They match your hoodie. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but
do you think
they look fantastic.
They're amazing.
Tiempos, have they always been your go-to boot? Your thoughts maybe on the change? Are they still as comfortable? And I know Nike might be watching. But, but
you're stitching me up here,
but what do you like? What do you like especially the most about the Tiempos?
No, Tiempos have definitely been my favourite boot in my career so far. You know, I was always the kind of just plain colour boot. You know, pink as a centre back, you know, pink. Stand out. No, but the new colourway is amazing. Yes, it's different. I prefer the leather. Yeah. But, you know.
But we still like the synthetic.
Yeah, we still like the synthetic, of course. No, but I am still wearing Tiempo, and I just don't think that any boot comes close to.
So you mentioned you sort of preferred the plain colour, and obviously this is a bright fluoro pink. If we were to make an Alana Cerne boot, an AC Nike boot, what colourway are you going for? You're putting own little design. How would you make your own boot?
I'm a white boot girl. I love just the white. You know, I think it looks clean. You know, a bit of colour's alright. Like I'm currently wearing the all white with the blue and pink. Little bit of mix here and there. But no, I'm plain, just simple. I think it's whatever goes with your jersey, your kit.
You're big on that? Match the kit with the boot?
Yeah. I don't know how pink's going to go with green, but...
I never know, maybe a pink away kit.
Maybe.
Alana, I'm going to give you these to try on, and then we're going to test what they're like on pitch. Top bins are behind us, no pressure. And I know, she's going to love it, I'm going to say this now. I know you're friends with Francesca Romano, but second shot she did hit top bins.
Did she?
So no pressure whatsoever.
It's funny, we were speaking about this yesterday. I was like, guarantee you're going to get a mention in this interview.
I didn't want to, but you're welcome. Alana, thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you on the pitch.